What's up, guys? I'm Shauna, and this is my Yakiniku Shop. So, based off the title of the video, you already know this is going to be my top 5 anime. Now, this list is based off a mixture of things. Nostalgia, being gay, and like fighting. Yeah, that's about it. So, let's get into it. So, coming in at number 5 is My Hero Academia. Now, when I first started this show, I definitely thought it was a little bit kiddish. But who doesn't love a good hero story? Now, Deku is not the main character I'm used to. He's a bit soft in ways, right? He cries a lot, but that's not something I necessarily minded. And as the story progressed, I was really shocked by how they developed the story and the characters. It was really unexpected to see these teenagers go through a literal war, but in the end, it was very much a good watch. Coming in at number 4, Haikyuu. Now, I never really expected myself to watch a sports anime and enjoy it, but Haikyuu was more than I expected. Everything about this story just feels good. I'm not sure if it's because I'm 5'2" and relate to the character in that way, but they do an amazing job of pulling you into the world of a volleyball player. It's intense while being funny at times. I think it was a great watch. Coming in at number 3 is I'm in Love with the Villainess. Now, obviously, there's one big reason why this made the list. It's gay. But outside of that, I think the story did a great job of tying in the reality of being a lesbian woman and having these fantastical storylines around it. I was able to relate to the main character in a lot of ways, and not just about how she threw herself at the villain in this story. Now, this anime was only 1 season, but I think it did a good job of tying up the story and leaving us satisfied with where they left us. Overall, I think this was a great watch. Coming in at number 2 is JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. When I started JoJo's, it was at the height of the pandemic. Honestly, I was reluctant to watch it because honestly, everybody was talking about it at the time, and I like to come to things on my own. But since I had a lot of free time, I decided to start it. And boy, was I pleasantly surprised. I'm not sure any one thing drew me in. The art style, the storyline, and the main characters were all so charismatic that I just had to keep watching. So there was many nights I was watching this up at 2 in the morning. So if you haven't seen it, I suggest you try it out. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you sticking with me. And if you don't mind, maybe subscribe, like, or maybe just comment down below what your top 5 is. Coming in at number 1. We know what it is. It has 1 in the name. It's One Piece. Now, I know for most people, the main excuse is that it's just too long. It was just about my second anime that I'd started. And so I took to it. It was the only anime that I was able to actually start watching all the way through because I grew up watching anime on Toonami, and that was just a bunch of reruns. I never was able to actually start from the beginning. With One Piece, I was able to start from the beginning, and I was immersed into this world of pirates, and it was just so dreamlike, and the story really sucks you in, and it gives you a lot of hope in a lot of ways. And I'm just lucky enough to be here while this show is now past 1,000 episodes. So if you haven't seen it, I suggest you give it a try. I think it's personally worth the watch. Before I go, I want to just add in my honorable mention, which is Soul Eater. I personally don't think Soul Eater is talked about enough. I think this was one of the first animes that I watched as well. And the art style, the characters, everything was just done so well. The art style just felt so alive, and coming from watching, the cartoons, American cartoons specifically, it was a big change, honestly, and I personally loved it. And if you haven't seen Soul Eater, I think you should watch that one too. Alright, that's my top 5. You can like this video or not. Do you. Peace.